Hey everybody! Long time no hear. Hey everybody, it is me, the infamous Kiki. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Love During Lockup Live, where I watched this episode, the nearest and dearest episode of Love During Lockup. Some of you will come in here. Please, when you come here, smash that like, comment in the comment section down below. There's going to be a replay of the chat. I don't know who's going to be in the chat today just because it's a Saturday night. Everybody's feeling all right. It is cold here in Texas. Y'all, it's cold here. It's cold here. It's like 50 something degrees today. What was I going to say? Let me make sure that everybody can hear me. You guys can hear the echo. Let me thumbs up myself. Hey, GSP, what's up? What's up? What's up? Anyway, I was sick for 3 weeks, but I still did videos. I'm late on this video because it debuts, I believe, Friday night. But last night I was too tired, and I was also binge watching Warrior Nun on Netflix. So if y'all have not watched Warrior Nun, that is the show. And then also my body hurt. I've been busy working out, working. We're gonna watch this live. This is episode. I don't know the episode. The way they numbered episodes and say the episode's weird. To me, it's like episode what? Episode 4. It's at episode 27. I don't know how they doing it. But this episode is called My Fiance Got a Fiance, which sounds crazy. Love During Lockup. A lot of people have been criticizing this show, saying that it is boring. I don't know if it's really boring. I don't know. What do y'all think? Do y'all think this show is boring? I don't know. But anyway, you will hear the show playing in the background. Anyway, I watch all kinds of TVs and all kinds of shows. So if there's something in particular you want me to watch, I went to go see Wakanda Forever and with my kids, and we were shook. GSP says this is a good episode. We saw Wakanda Forever. This season is boring to me. So yeah, see, we have all kinds of. Anyway, I went to go see Wakanda Forever. I will be doing a review of that. And again, some people have really came hard against this show. According to Amber, what pulls my teeth says that this show is kind of boring. I think this season is overly fake. I find it overly fake. I just think that most of the storylines just don't seem real. Chelsea's a hot mess. From what I learned about Chelsea and things about her, I don't even know how this broad got on the show. Let's just keep it real. So I'm gonna watch this episode. I'm gonna give y'all the timestamps. I'm looking up here. That's my big screen TV. I got my fish, blue cheese over here. I have my fat cat somewhere. I think he's underneath my bed. I'm gonna have to do an APB on my fat cat Mickey. I don't know where he's at. I have started coughing again since the weather has dipped. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I thought I was over my flu. I was feeling good. I had the flu. I've been had the flu for a month now. And then today I started coughing. Like I was in the movie theater trying to do Wakanda Forevers, and I'm over here coughing forever. So I don't know, maybe because the weather changed. I don't know. Some people in the chat are saying that it's funny. Okay, well, we'll see. You know how I feel. Anyway, look in the description box will tell you how to support my channel. I have 2 Etsy shops, award-winning 5-star Etsy shops. I'm selling things. Wait a minute, before we get into the episode, y'all see this? This is my best seller. It's an ornament. And I have all different kinds of ornaments, and they're ugly sweater ornaments. And this is actually my best seller. And these things take a lot of time to make. Look at his face. He's mean mugging y'all bitches right now. He's like, bitch, buy me. I do sell this in my shop, Falling Star Naturals. I give everybody on this channel, you reading it, watching it, whatever, you get 20% off with the code card 20. If people don't realize who I am, like I said, I'm just going to go through this real quick. Sorry, y'all, the delay. That's me. That's me. If I know it reads backwards, first place. I didn't want yet another art award, y'all. And then this is me on the cover of a magazine. That's your girl a couple of years ago. Look how fat I was. Look at my face. Look how fat I was. I can't say I'm not trying to trip on myself, but I was a little chunk. I was chunky. It was 2020. This is after I had surgery. But Look, there's me. There's me. I look good. I got they gave a professional photographer and sent them out to my house and everything. And I think he did a really, 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 really good job. Let's see, look, there's a whole featurette on me. It says, I believe wholeheartedly in becoming healthy and self-sustaining with our personal care products. These are about my businesses. I like that picture of me, y'all. I look cute. And then here, here's me. Here's me again. That's a full shot of me. That's your girl. This is when I was like 20 pounds heavier too. Come through. That's right. Black girl magic. I don't look fat at all. Oh, GSP, you're such a sweetheart. Look. I wouldn't say I look fat, but I was a little thicker here. I was a little thicker. But again, this is before I had back surgery. So around this time, I was suffering from for me to sit here, it took like a take after take. I had to keep standing up because this is before my back surgery. And it got to the point where I couldn't work out. So yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. So if you want to know who I am, that's why I had to pull out the Wall Street Journal article because I did a whole Wall Street Journal feature. But yeah, I was a little chunky, little chunky back there. But this is 2020, so I was on the cover of Impact. So y'all see, and then I have won another award, and my artwork is in the mayor office in the city of Frisco right now, and I have artwork all over. But yeah, these little boogers right here, I had a customer order. They're $15 a piece. I had a customer order like $150 worth of these, and I have to make these by hand, bitches. So y'all, yeah, that's just one of many things. I have my own hair care line and everything. I don't really talk about my business because, which I should, but so Black Friday's coming up. I have the Black Friday sale. Holidays coming up. I have all kinds of sale at my jewelry shop. My jewelry shop right now. I'm sorry to go on about this, y'all. I know y'all want to watch the episode. You can fast forward a little bit. I have LGBTQA Christmas ornaments that I designed because my best customers at my jewelry shop is my LGBTQA brothers and sisters and trans brothers and sisters who have supported my shop during Pride Month, have supported my shop. I couldn't say more about my gay and lesbian brothers and sisters out there who have supported me when I first started my shop and I first started making LGBTQA friendly products. But it's hard for LGBTQA people to find gifts, family members to find gifts for them. My old shop, I designed LGBTQA underwear, trans, non-binary gifts, like funny. It would say funny stuff, like it would have a picture of a eggplant, and it'd be like, "I belong to daddy." I had real raunchy kind of stuff that people would crack up. I had one underwear on front for men. It said "Bend the Knee" because I like Game of Thrones, and it said "Bend the Knee" on it. I thought that was cute with a crown on it over the crotch area. So, and then I had the one pair of underwear that had a candy cane on it, and it says "It's not gonna lick itself." So, this is my sense of humor is kind of raunchy, but I miss having my clothing shop. I may reopen my clothing shop, but it became harder and harder for me to maintain working a real job and having 3 shops. So now I just have 2, but I used to have 3 Etsy shops, successful ones. But now I'm down to 2 because my other one, it's too hard for me to keep up. So when my work demands 10, 12 hours of my day, and then of course my children and my mother. So I suspended my clothing shop. So I just have my jewelry and gift shop, and then I have my hair care, candles, and everything like that. But yeah, I'll be showing y'all like what sells. But yeah, LGBTQA ornaments. I have like one that has like rainbow and a pride flag on top of a Christmas tree, and it says Merry Christmas on it. And I'm trying to think of some more design. All my designs are original. It's stuff that I think of myself. And again, I'm not gay. I'm not part of the LGBTQA community. I'm a straight cisgender female. But I understand that from having friends that are bisexual, they're like, we have a hard time finding Christmas gifts. We have a hard Valentine's Day. I clean up on Valentine's Day because it is hard for gay people to find Valentine's Day gifts that are for people who are in same-sex relationships. So I have candles that have 2 women on it. Candles that have 2 men on it saying, I love you. And you'd be surprised. The market is out there. And my queer brothers and sisters will spend. Uh-oh. He deleted it. Yeah, delete that shit. So yeah, they'll come through. And I love it. So we're going to watch this episode. That's a little bit about what I do, who I am. So y'all wonder, like, what's she doing? This is what I do. So we're going through a recap. Chelsea's a hot mess. I keep telling y'all, Chelsea's a hot mess. Wait till I see the wedding cake. I cannot wait to see this damn wedding cake in jail. Again, Chelsea's a hot mess. From things that I've learned online, I don't know how she got on this show because she got her own issues. And I miss Geo shows today. If you're not part of Geo crew, Geo Malik, I miss this show because I was going to see with my kids Wakanda Forever. Emily seems fake. This guy Mark in Las Vegas, he seems like a plant to me. It's just, I mean, talking to this girl Sincera talking about she's a cute redhead and okay, girl. All that, I'm fast forward because this just seems a little fake to me. Okay, so Jessica is there to show up at the wedding. She's all dressed up. She tried on all these fancy dresses, and then she wearing a white dress that looked like she got from Fashion Nova. I'm confused. I was like, girl, what you doing? Fashion Nova, girl, I ain't mad at it, but I was like, cameras are not permitted to film inside the prison. They are not allowed to film the wedding because some of y'all was like, we want to see the wedding. She put just married on the car, y'all. Just married on the car. Like it's a real wedding. Like they finna ride off into the damn motherfucking sunset. Girl style. So they outside throwing the bouquet. The mom catches the bouquet. And the dress that Jessica got on is just, am I the only person? Let me pause. I'm 2 minutes in. Does anybody think this dress is not flattering? I don't find her dress flattering. Like, girl, that dress is not flattering. You needed like a bodysuit or something like that dress. Justine, I'm sorry, not Jessica. Justine, who's getting married. I'm sorry. Justine's a beautiful, beautiful woman, but her dress is not flattering. Like, it's just not. Emily, aka the Cookie Master, ain't really that girl like she thinks she is. No, she's not. Emily gets on my nerves. Like I feel that she's fake. I feel that she's a plant. And then Justine's idea of sexy as hell, talking about her man, I'm just like, okay, we all got different versions of sexy, ladies. I guess that her man Michael is not sexy to me. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the room. Please hit the like button. Some of y'all didn't come to comment, and then they got the cans dragging behind the SUV. And she up here talking about this man is sexy.
Why? Oh, because your ring?
Then he up here talking about the ring.
I love you. Miss you.
What is happening? I just what is happening?
Bye.
Then she talking to him on the phone, and it just, I guess they can't do the wedding because there's something happened at the jail. Hello. Yeah, all this to get this man paroled to her house. So she back at home. And again, this non-flattering ass dress, it's just not flattering. It's just, I wouldn't even wear that on national TV. Like, she could have picked out a different dress. It's just like her stomach is like I said, I don't try to talk about nobody, but, you know, I'm not skinny. You know, I had a tummy tuck, so I can't really say anything because my shit, you know, ain't natural. I had a motherfucking tummy tuck. I had a mommy makeover. But, you know, so at least I'm real with my shit, but I'm not going to wear anything that has my stomach all out. What is she wearing? What is...
No.
Okay, y'all. I mean, I need a praise break right now. I think we're gonna have to turn on a praise break right now. I need a praise break. I'm not even religious. I don't even believe in God, but she went and changed.
It was fast. Yeah.
What in the literal fuck is she wearing around these children? Can somebody call CPS? Can somebody call the ASPCA? Can somebody call CFP? I don't know what they have in her state. What in the fuck is she wearing, y'all? What is she wearing around her children?
That small, like,
What is she wearing?
friends or something. I'm like, hey, and he's like, got away.
What?
It was
Like,
kind of
I'm having a fucking heart attack right now. Like, this show made me boring as fuck. But I be noticing shit that other people don't be noticing on their channels. What in the holy fuck is she wearing? What in the name of stripper pole is this bitch up here wearing in front of these kids?
To set up a video visit so that everybody can get some time.
Who the fuck said this was okay to dress this way in front of your children? Girl, if you want to wear that during the video with your man, I don't have no issues on it. I would have came out with a robe on or something. I didn't have no problem with what she was wearing, but she just literally sitting around her kids with her tiggle bitties all out like this. I'm like, girl, what you doing? Yes, girl. I'm just like, then you gonna sit next to your son like, and obviously the kids didn't think nothing of it. Girl, if I would have came out there with my tiggle bitties out like this, just my son would have been like, Mom, what you got on? Mom, go cover that up. My son would have been like, my son is 12 years old. He would have been like, Mom, you better go on back and change. My son would have read me for filth, honey. He would have been like, what you wearing? What is that? Mom, I gotta go put some clothes on. Yeah, like, what? Like, I'm done with this episode 5 minutes in. Because this chick is literally wearing a top that looked like a fucking bra with a little robe thing in front of her kids, in front of his children. What the hell is happening? What in the hell is happening? So this is okay? So she went to Fashion Nova again and got this lingerie. I'm dying. Then they got the kids on the video with her dressed like, girl, what is happening? What is somebody need to call them people? Call somebody.
It went off. I don't know why it's doing this.
Then the chat went off.
I don't know. Let me take it off the screen.
I mean, you literally got 1, 2, 3, 4, like 10 motherfucking kids in this room and 3 adults. You up here in your panties, your bra and a top in a Michael. I can't deal with people. This is why I don't fuck with people. I can't. This is not appropriate. Look, I am the most sexualized person that you will ever know. I am sexually free. I'm all about women's bodies. I'm all about people not fat shaming people. I'm all people about being proud of what they look like, who they are, about women being independent and sexual and all that. But where I draw the line is children. My kids don't know what I do. They don't know who I fuck with. They don't know what I do and how I get down. I don't dress this way. I don't dress. If I want to dress like that for my man, I'm dressing that way for my man. If I want to sit with my tiggle bitties out, they be out. If I want to sit with my ass out, he want to see a little. He want to see some cakes. He'll see some cakes. But my kids ain't seeing the cakes. If I want to go out to the club, I go out to the club. If I want to dress like a hoochie club, I make sure I put a coat over it. My kids ain't never seen me step out the house with no half top on or nothing. They've never seen that. I make sure I cover up before I leave the house. Why? Because I respect for my children. They don't need to see their mama's ass and titties out. They don't, my 12-year-old son don't need to see like this is how women dress. This is. I'm like, girl, who raised you? Girl, I mean, I see her mama there, but damn. She said she messing with trade. Hell yeah. Like if she want to do that in a private video with her and her man, no issues. But like, oh no, I'm not now everybody getting the cake out. It's just... See Juju's gift. Okay, so everybody going outside. They got the cake. Everybody going outside. And so he got her a gift, and now she outside.
Are you kidding me?
I want to see, what did he buy her? I would never wear that. I would never wear that in front of my children. I wouldn't. I wouldn't wear that in front of nobody else's kids. I wouldn't be all outside with it on. I wouldn't. My neighbors would be. My neighbors would call the house and be like, "This ghetto bitch over here, ma'am, you in the wrong motherfucking neighborhood with that shit." Like I wouldn't be in front of my mama looking like that. My mama would be like, honey, don't you think you need to cover that up?" Hey, Dustin, what's up? So apparently he bought Justina a gift. We'll see. But anyway, I had 7 minutes and 40 seconds in. I have to get my bearings. Hold on, y'all. I had to. Ooh, I got a headache because that blew my mind. Like that fuck with me. That's the first thing I noticed. I'm like, where's she wearing? Then I'm like, oh, everybody. Oh, girl, that blew my mind. I had to get my bearings straight. I had to get right. Like I told you, it was time for a praise break. I need something. I need all the saints to come up. So now we back to Chelsea and her. I was all for Chelsea in the beginning, but this story seems a little fake as well because we don't know if Mike is in the hospital. He had a stroke. He didn't have a stroke. They getting weird emails.
Thank you so much for answering today. I'm actually calling for.
Not a friend is calling Joe.
She's deaf, and she's got a loved one in the murderer complex. And she received word that he.
That's okay, Dustin. It's nice to have you here.
But because of.
Oh, he got her a car. How the fuck he gonna get her a car in jail?
Communicating with you guys.
Okay. Anyway, we gonna cross that bridge when we come to it.
Michael.
Okay, now they're calling the jail. Chelsea and her little friend.
Okay. There's no information in the hospital. He's not in the hospital.
She might need to call the mother and see if there's anything that she knows because she's his primary contact person and she would be the only person that they're allowed to give any information.
So the mom is the only person allowed to get information because she is his primary contact.
I don't really know.
Am I moving my live to Saturdays? No, I just did it today because I was busy yesterday. So now maybe they should, call the mom and the sister and find out. So we don't know whether he's in the hospital or not. Mikey's mom, Pamela, is honest with me about what happened because I have trust issues. Well, she should have trust issues. And Chelsea, apparently you got a lot of issues, bro. So Chelsea is calling.
Hello, is this Pamela?
Pamela, Mike's mom.
Hi, Pamela. This is Beth. I'm Chelsea's best friend.
Yeah, the show. Hey, Misha J. The show is
Chelsea is right. Okay, I'm trying to get some answers for Chelsea today.
Is Mike in the hospital or not, Pamela? The fuck. Like my new glasses? My son hates them. He's like, Mom, you got the braces and the glasses. You like a total nerd from like the 80s. I was like, so now we going deaf now. We can't hear. So now we can't hear. We TV. What? There y'all go flirt. No, we're not flirting. Jesus. Okay, what's she saying? Damn, I can't hear. Damn, we TV. God. Trying to extend this shit out. Come on now.
So something happened last night. They moved him from the prison to a larger hospital, but they don't have no information.
They moved him from the prison to a larger hospital. Okay. Ramona G, what's up? Thank you. I appreciate all y'all support. Make sure y'all hit that like. I appreciate everybody in here. I'm gonna watch this hot mess show. So Chelsea.
They told me, that if we couldn't get medical information, I could get like a lawyer to give me medical records.
So the mom is saying that she can't get any information. Sound like he had a stroke. This is, I'm finna hit the pause. This is very bizarre to me. Now I know that the states it's different in every state, like what the law. I understand there are HIPAA laws, especially when you're dealing with people locked up. But I've had enough people locked up who've had medical emergencies and things, severe things. Like I know somebody that's in prison that had like a heart attack, like a massive stroke and heart attack. But his mom was able to get information. So the idea that even the mom can't get any information as to, I understand not saying what hospital he's in or whatever, because that's a security risk. I get that. But the idea that they can't give no information about his condition or whatever to the primary contact, that's just, I don't know. Maybe that's how it is in the state, the state that they're in. So Chelsea's saying on her scale to worry, she's at a 10. And she wants to get to the bottom of this.
You guys will get to the bottom of it.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, bye now.
So this is weird to me. So this is weird. This is weird. Yeah, this is strange to me. I've never known a situation like this. Like I said, maybe it just be me, but I don't know. It's weird. So poor Chelsea, she doesn't know what to believe or what to think. And I don't either. On a scale of 1 to 10, she needs to pick her hair color. Thank you, GSP. Chelsea got other issues than that, honey. From what I learned about Chelsea, Chelsea got all kinds of, allegedly, all kinds of issues. She didn't put a restraining order on her dad in the past. She didn't have substance abuse issues. She didn't have just issues. I don't know whether to feel bad for her or drag her. I don't know. But
Because I actually did get to see Louie. What? Excuse me? At work.
so coming up next, we have Melissa and her crazy ass, because Melissa's certifiable.
With his old bunkie, they really don't know much about him.
How much money are you taking to this guy? Should I be worried?
Then here come Emily to meet this dude. I'm tired of Emily already. I'm just tired. So Emily is, so now we're on to Emily. Emily is going to meet up. She has control over Dari's stem. Okay, just in case y'all don't watch the show. Emily is seeing some dude named Dari, and apparently she got power of attorney over his money as to why he didn't give power of attorney to a friend or a family member. But apparently he was cheating on Emily. He was talking to some other chick while talking to her. So that's crazy. But then he gonna give her power of attorney over his money, because what money you may ask? Stimulus money. I'm like, how much is this motherfucking stimulus money? Y'all act like this motherfucker got it. Look, I got motherfucking 2 kids, okay? I got stimulus money. But they act like this motherfucker bankrolling like he got, like, you know, tens and thousands of dollars. It's a stimulus check, y'all. What he get? Like, I don't know. If Dari has custody of his kids, which I doubt it. I don't know if he has kids or not. Who knows? But his stimulus check can be more than like 2,000. That ain't nothing to brag about. Two G's. I'm like, what? Anyway, so apparently Dari told they call it a bunkie. In Texas, we call it a cellmate. Your cellie, he call him a bunkie. He and Dari apparently talked when they were in prison and about setting up some sort of business or whatever. And Dari's like, yeah, contact my girl. She'll release the money, give the money to you.
Enter my number and think that he's going to get money from me. You're an idiot.
Where is his money coming from?
So Dari is telling him that you got the stimulus check, you got my cash. So give it to him out of my money. So how much money? It's 200. I had to pause the damn show again. 13 minutes and 42 seconds. The dude wants $200. $200.
200.
She got the same steering wheel cover I get. I got, bitch.
I'll just finish serving 10 years.
So Smoke just finished 10 years, and apparently he needs some seed money to start some sort of business. And Dari told Emily, yes, don't be disrespectful and give him the money.
We just received the final bricks for the exterior where we're building the large
$200.
And she didn't want to pick up for a couple days. This is a guy you want to marry that is not genuine.
So apparently Emily told Dari that she wants to marry. Emily doesn't want to marry Dari. She's getting some sort of weird, creepy revenge situation. I don't understand it. Revenge on what? Because you got power of attorney and you want to give his friend $200? Look, Smoke, call me, bitch. I'll give you $200 if you ain't got to deal with this bitch, okay? I will give you I will front you the motherfucking 200. Because if you got to stand on the motherfucking bridge in the middle of motherfucking New York and this bitch gonna throw the money at you like you a dog, bitch, I don't care what went on between Daria and Smoke and Emily mad at Daria. There's no reason for her to disrespect this man like this. He did not call her disrespectful. He was not mean to her, but she gonna throw the money at him like a fucking dog. No, man, I ain't feeling this. Yeah, I ain't feeling this. Like whatever issue she got with Dari, that has nothing to do with this man. So why are you disrespecting him and talking to him like he's stupid? Like, no, that's foul, man. That ain't got nothing to do with him.
When I was in there for him, I've been to the hospital for him.
Yeah, he's saying I've been here for Dari. I was there for him or whatever.
I think I got ill intent.
$200.
And like for you to
$200.
whatever reason, it's like, come on, bro, that's corny.
Right.
I've been disrespected multiple times. Like,
yes. She didn't want to pick up the phone. She disrespected him over $200. That ain't even her money.
But for what?
For what?
You have a girlfriend. So if you found out that she was cheating on you and there was a guy in the background telling her to hang up the phone, you wouldn't be mad. No. I found out Dari was cheating because Dari.
Okay, if you found out the dude was cheating on you, you look lame as fuck. Emily, you look lame as fuck. This whole storyline is lame. Why, if I'm talking to a dude in prison, find out he talking to another lady. Why the fuck do I care? Be like, bye. She wasn't even with Dari that even long to even be this upset about it. Well, wouldn't you be mad? Okay, but you hold a grudge over this shit? We still going on about this shit? Leave him the fuck alone and move on. Like, okay. So he does this often, that he's calling one person and think he's calling another chick. So again, the question is, you look like the fool, sweetie, because why haven't you moved on? So you look dumb. What the chat say?
I demanded answers. This boy Smoke was in the background telling him to hang up the phone and not give me any type of.
Yeah, she over there looking like the fucking Hamburglar. Like, what? I'm confused.
What do you mean? I would hope my intentions with him are a little different than yours. I've seen you drop him like a fly when he doesn't comply with your right. Yes. You don't know what he's done. You don't know about his drug addiction.
She talking about you don't know what his drug addiction. You don't know what's done, sweetie. If you know what he done, why you still fucking with him? So what you gonna do? Oh, I played him because I got power attorneys. Because you got his fucking stimulus money. How much is this motherfucking stimulus money? God damn! I need some answers.
I know he's OD'd in the past program, all that.
Yeah, his stimmy wasn't even that large.
Be that person. Be that person. Dari absolutely should not be with her. Emily controls Lil Bro with money. If he's not talking to her, he
and Dari the dumbass to give her power of attorney, y'all. He dumb.
Going through all types of crazy, curled up on his pillow, looking like a bitch over arguments with you. Yeah, I've seen all that. You haven't even seen it. Let's keep this stat. That's not my fault. You've been dealing with him for 3 years.
And then he's okay. So Smoke is telling Emily, you haven't even seen him. You haven't even visited him.
He could not visit her outside of immediate family.
Come on, bro.
Big time. So 2001-2357, is that the official amount? Because child, that ain't no money. That ain't no money. I'm like, well, goddamn, my mortgage is more than that. Shit, motherfucker, what a more. Okay. My mortgage is more than that. So you up here disrespecting this man over what? But like, why are you arguing with the set? Why are you arguing with the? I can't watch this show. Why are you arguing with? It'd be like if my man's cheating on me, and then if I had a man and he was cheating on me, why would I be standing up there arguing with his friend for? Shouldn't you be calling him and fucking arguing with him? Why are you getting mad at him for $200?
Oh my God.
Like, why are you standing up here getting mad with him for? Like he did it. Like he had some hand in it. They was in prison together. That's it. He didn't tell the man to cheat on you.
I just was that funky 2 months ago.
Yeah.
You still was disrespecting me.
Yeah. Like, why are you disrespecting him, taking it out on him? Like, this is so bizarre to me. So you taking it out on his celly for what? His celly wasn't sitting there going, yeah, bro, cheat on her. Tell her this, tell her that. Then she talking about, I'm good, I'm finna get drunk. Emily's just weird to me.
He has obligations outside of your relationship that she doesn't even know about.
Smoke is saying that Dari has obligations outside their relationship. And then now she up here crying like a goddamn Karen. I'm done. Emily is like a Karen. She gonna come up here with all this fucking, her chest all out, her jaws all out. Like, I don't care. Girl, if you didn't care, you wouldn't be doing no dumb. You wouldn't be sitting on TV making yourself look like a dumbass. I don't care. Then you gonna stand up there for you to disrespect this man for no reason. He's just a cellmate. And then you gonna stand up there and cry before you get in the car? Bitch, please. Go on, girl, bye. Then you gonna sit up here and cry?
That's pretty stupid.
Now Chelsea, dog, we coming up next. Chelsea is barely arguing with her pawpaw. I don't know what she arguing daddy for. We gonna see. But Emily's just dumb, y'all. This I can't fix stupid. Because nothing she doing is making any sense. That's why to me it seems set up and fake. Because everything she doing is just dumb. I don't know where they get these people from. Well, I'm gonna have power of attorney over his stimulus money. Then she gonna get up there and cry. Bitch, what you crying for? Well, I don't care. Well, obviously you do care. You dumbass. Just I can't fix stupid. I can't do. My baby looks like a killer whale. She looking like, I mean, really.
Hello.
Talking about they Shawshank Redemption. Are we sure Smoke was his Sally? Are we sure this man was his Sally or his bunkie? Are we sure? Because he was like, well, we didn't went through a lot together in jail. I was like, Smoke, have y'all? Because they seem a little bit, he seems like a little bit more in the bunkie to me. So, talking about she was casted at the well in Wakanda Forever. Lord, they was riding on her back. Just, and see, I can't be disparaging people how they look. I can't say nothing. I used to be the same size as her. I used to be like 400 pounds, y'all. So I can't say nothing. But Emily, the way she act, she puts forth one thing and then get to the car and fucking start crying. Man, miss me with that bullshit.
Yeah. What do you think?
So here we go, crazy ass fucking Melissa, New Jersey. Louie, I guess Melissa finna go meet Louie's mom. Because she's going to meet the mom without him.
Georgia, like, that's got to say something for me, right? In her eyes, like, I came to Georgia. So
and he's saying that his mom is tough. And
I did it. Louie grabbed me all over and, like, wanted to eat me alive. I've only wanted this since high school.
She's only wanted this since high school.
His mom has, she definitely sounds intimidating.
So apparently Louie's mom is tough. As to why she tough, because Louie's mom,
I love you too.
Your son is in prison.
The
So
most nerve-wracking thing ever is to meet your.
would I answer my friend's call at prison at 6 a.m.? Hell no, we talking about he just my friend. That ain't no friend. He knocking the boots, Gina. that just seemed like they was a little too close in prison. So here come Melissa dumbass to Donna, who's Louie's mom.
Come on in. Let me show you the house.
And she talking about, this is Louie's room. I'm done already with Donna. I'm done already, y'all. I'm done already.
In his room since he's been gone.
Can I like take a selfie?
I'm done already. I'm done, y'all. I'm done already with Donna.
And I'm laying on his bed.
And I'm done with Melissa. I'm going to lay in the bed and take a selfie.
My first impression,
Bitch.
pretty girl. But she was late. I was quite annoyed by it. Girl's got something to prove to me.
Talking about the girl got something to prove to you.
Why are you so late today?
I'm at 20 minutes and 48 seconds. And Donna was like, I'm mad because Melissa is late. She's a pretty girl, but she got something to prove to me. Something to prove to you for what? Because your clucker ass, drug dealer ass, substance abuser ass son has been locked up for the past, 10 years or so? And she on the outside has something to prove to you about fucking what, Donna? Donna? What does she got to prove to you? Well, you were late. Bitch, you better be glad anybody fuck with your bitch ass son. Your son ain't shit. Okay? He's in prison, bitch. Prison, bitch. God. I'm on it today.
What?
You want to act like your son is what? Some big catch? He's in prison. So Melissa's saying, I went to Georgia, and the mom was like, you did what now? Because that could have got him in trouble. And the mom is like, bitch, looking at her like she's crazy. Like, why?
No. You don't do that.
She said, no, you don't do that.
Put Louie in jeopardy.
She could have put him in jeopardy. She could have got him in trouble.
Okay, for the last 9 years and 8 months.
She said 9 years and 8
I
months.
want him to come home. So don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that, Melissa. She right though, because she
know.
said, I know, but damn bitch, you crazy.
So I'll give you a piece.
Yeah, because Melissa shouldn't have done that. She could have got him in trouble.
I was a little impulsive and not really thinking of the.
Y'all see me doing all this. My braces
Well, yeah, you gotta take that into consideration.
is scratching the inside of my cheek. So my inside of my cheek is all cut up.
Home, we still have to be careful.
Yeah. So the mom is at least talking some sense into her. But just the way she came at it, I didn't like it. Because it's like, your son ain't no prize and no catch. I understand you're trying to protect your son. You know, plan. What is their intention once he gets out of prison? That's what the mom is asking. Okay, Donna, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to get off you, Donna.
Already decided that we're going to be together.
Yeah, but y'all don't have no plan.
2 years, he will stay here.
She said at least 2 years he will stay here. Donna's like, no, he's staying
I
here.
didn't really know that there was like a 2-year time frame.
Oh, he's a mama's boy. Is that what's going on? Yeah, look, you can tell that Louie's. Let me put a pause. You can tell that Louie's a mama's boy. That his mom seems like she is coddled and probably catered to him probably all his life and put up with his shit and bailed him out of jail and done all this shit. Instead of being written, and then she told Melissa straight up he's gonna live here for 2 years. So, you know, and I understand as a mother, you wanted to keep your son safe and protect him, especially if they've gotten in so much trouble. But sometimes you had to cut the apron strings, mama, and just, you know, I don't know Louie, I don't know these people, but it just seems like Louie, from my observation, my opinion, is that Louie's a mama's boy. So Chelsea had got a message from Michael saying, wait a minute, let me rewind and read the message, to y'all. Chelsea says she feels very, very relieved because she actually got a message from Mikey, and I'm gonna read the message. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me read this message. I just got an email from Mikey. I feel very relieved, and I finally heard from my man. It says, let me read. 5/3/2022. Hey, baby, I'm out of hospital. I'm going back to prison. I'm going to be all right. Write you later. All my love. XOXO Mikey Mike. So that's what he wrote her email. Yeah, Chelsea seems very childish. She said, I wish there was more information. He just said he was on his way back to his cell. I don't know how long supposedly Mikey was in the hospital, but it didn't seem like it was too long. So it could have been that serious, y'all. So whatever. And then here come her dad on a motorcycle. This whole family is just... So Chelsea's dad is over there. Yeah, I hate WeTV when they make everything go silent. So just tell her mom she heard from him. So I think I'm going to go out to Kentucky and talk to Mike's mom. This is set up from WeTV. Look at Dad, Midnight Rider, and going to see a lawyer with her.
Well, I have some concerns about that.
So the dad says he has some concerns.
She's not right in the middle of what he's into.
Chelsea says she has no idea that's why she's going.
Been in prison too? And you were going by yourself.
She said, hasn't the mom been in prison too and you're going by yourself? That's dangerous.
No, I don't care for that.
Yeah, her going, he's saying he don't care for her going by herself. She says she wants to see for herself.
You to be happy about it.
And Dad says he's not happy about it.
Oh.
And so she's going to go visit Mikey, I guess?
Good at picking them.
Yeah, Dad said you're good at picking them.
Chelsea, this is about the stupidest thing you've ever done.
He's saying this is the stupidest thing you've ever done.
You know what that teardrop means? That he has a tattoo?
Yeah, he has a teardrop in his eyes. Either he got
10 years in prison.
Yeah, 10 years in prison. He's killed somebody or he's been raped in prison. That's the other one, too.
You don't care? I would have thought you would know better.
Dad said and thought you would know better.
This is not better. And I'm not very happy about that.
Dad said this is not better. I'm not very happy.
Hope he stays in there.
Dad says, I hope he stays in there. Hell, Dad, real talking. I hope he stays in there.
Yeah, it sucks.
He said, yeah, it sucks. What? Excuse me? Fuck you. What? Your dad? No, I'll sleep in my car. I don't care.
That's stupid.
Yeah, it's stupid. She said, leave me alone. I know what I'm doing. And Dad just looking at her like, bitch, you crazy. Yeah, the dad is kind of lazy with the signs. He was kind of like,
I don't know how he's doing this. I'm not asking.
Any illegal activity, she will then have a choice to make.
you don't care for the dad? I like the dad. The dad was all right. The dad was trying to real talk her GSP. The dad was trying to tell him, I hope he stay in prison, that you're going to go visit some people in Kentucky that you've never met, that you don't know how the family are, that apparently Mikey's mom has been in prison. I mean, it's like, why would you go? And then on top of that, she's hearing impaired. So, I mean, that's kind of putting yourself at risk. And then Chelsea has kids, y'all. Chelsea has children. They haven't been on the show, but Chelsea has children. So, and again, I don't know what her plans are with Mike, but they haven't really talked about it on the show. But like when he gets out, then what are they gonna do? Where is he gonna live at? So anyway, we're back to Justine.
It always makes me feel better when it's his music because I love it.
What? I can't deal with Justine, y'all. Justine gonna make me have a motherfucking aneurysm. I can't. I just can't. The dancing in the lingerie, the listening to music.
The video screen is just wild. It's our day. It's completely not traditional.
And we're listening to music.
We're just having fun. We're in the moment.
Is this what y'all now look, okay. Your girl is far removed from the hood, but this is what motherfuckers do? Is this what motherfuckers do? Like, can y'all please tell me, is this what motherfuckers do? I'm far removed from the hood. I grew up in the hood. I grew up on the streets. But again, I didn't have no kids. when I was out there running around doing my whatever. I ain't had no kids, but this is what people do. You listening to these music talking about beep, beep, beep in front of the kids and you up there dancing in your lingerie. This is what normally happens in households. Like, this, maybe I'm off base. Maybe I'm old. Maybe I'm too old school. Maybe I'm old fashioned. I don't know, but when I was a kid, my grandmother didn't stand up there and listen to music talking about beep, beep, in this, in that, MF for bit, beep. I didn't get down to music like that until I was at least 13 years old. Like, you know, but I wasn't like 6. Like, they got little bitty kids sitting there like, hey. I'm just like, what is, I feel like I'm in some kind of bizarro fucking land. That's what I feel like. I'm in bizarro land. Like, okay, and here we go, Mark. Okay, I'm 27, 45, 46 minutes in, and we
It's going pretty well.
Justin do like a video vixen. I'm like, girl, what is a video vixen that's almost 40 years old? She 39. Like, girl, you're not 29. You're 39. You have a 17-year-old daughter. You have teenage boys or preteen boys. At 39, I would like, hey, girl, yeah, get it. Out at 39. I'm kind of over that. Like at 29, yeah, your girl was like in the club, like, 39. I'm finna go sit my motherfucking grown ass down somewhere. Like, nah, I'm cool. I get up in the club and I dance. But I'm not in front of my kids talking about, hey, holding the cell phone. Hey. At 39?
She could be the one because she has just
all right,
y'all.
Cool. I mean, God, at 39, at 40.
Have you ever thought about
Okay.
that? Like, so if you get pregnant, you get really
at 40. That was like almost 10 years ago. At 40. Hey.
I mean, like, if you
Okay, then we get into Mark, and I'm just bored already. Like, I'm
have all that time that you still have to serve.
I'm bored with this story.
Maybe my mind just works this way because I'm
This motherfucker falling asleep like this.
And like I know how easy it is to do that.
This just seems so fake, y'all. I just can't.
The official answer is no. I'm not a parent, but I do have 2 offspring. I have 2 sons that were born to recipients of sperm donation.
Okay, Mark has 2 sons that are born during sperm donation. You're not a parent then. You're a sperm donor. 2 different things. Parent, sperm donor. Parent, sperm donor. Having a kid. What are we talking about? What is going on? So confused. What is going on with Mark in this situation? What is this? Mark shouldn't be having no kids.
Is there like a glass, or like can you have physical contact? Like, could I like pass you a vial?
That wouldn't work for the simple fact of 1, there's a standard. 2, they strip us out. 3, I just throw it away. You have 1 minute.
What?
How about we come back to this subject? Because you're obviously a lot crazier than I am.
Yeah, he crazy.
And I'm completely speechless at this point.
But I think from your perspective, like you have nothing to lose here.
I have much more to lose than you think. Like, my baby brother is about to come and see me. I'm not going to lose my business for anybody for any reason.
I really like Cincinnati, and that's why I started thinking of reasons why she could get out, and then we could be together.
Having a baby is not a reason. This
came in my mind.
What?
So I said, well, I'd rather have her with a kid than just her never get out.
okay, this is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. So she's gonna have a baby by this dude. She's still gonna be locked up. They don't give a fuck whether you got a baby or not. There's plenty of women that go to jail pregnant. And then sperm has to be at a certain temperature and it dies quickly. Like, can we somebody just take a fucking class? Like, do people not know how babies are made? Am I missing something? Like, sperm dies. It has to be viable. It can't hit the air. It has to be a certain temperature. In order for you to get pregnant, it is really a miracle, because your vagina, okay, just in case people don't know out there. Okay, here we go. Fertility 101. Your vagina houses all kinds of things to kill sperm. The nature of your vaginal secretions has everything conducive in it to kill sperm. So when ejaculation happens, lots of sperm is released. Lots of them. Just depends on the man. So lots of them. Thousands is released. Hundreds, thousands. Your vagina has, as a condition, the condition of a vagina inside your vaginal cavity has all kinds of things going on to kill the sperm off. Okay, so just one sperm, one or sometimes two, will make it down to the uterus and land and burrow its way into there, creating life. So fertility is a crapshoot. Sometimes it really is a crapshoot. Having a baby, that's why they call it the miracle of life, because there's thousands of sperm and only one or two makes it. If you have twins or whatever. But the idea that they're gonna have a baby and what? She ain't gonna get out of prison. So I don't understand what we're talking about here. It's not like you get a turkey baster and just shoot it up in there and bitch, you pregnant. Like that does not. Sperm gets hit the air, it dies off. It doesn't last for very long. You really got like 24 hours for the sperm to go up in there. It got about 24 hours before the motherfucker die off. So what? Who intentionally has a baby in prison? So nobody's asking what's good for the baby? Just go read a fucking book, goddammit. Like I'm tired of these people.
It's been a long time.
Like, yeah, you shouldn't have children if you're that fucking stupid. So anyway, we're going back to Melissa and Donna. Like, that just gave me a fucking headache. I don't even WeTV and put that shit on TV.
Is the plan. I'm not moving to Georgia.
So Melissa says she is not moving to Georgia.
New Jersey, then we're not going to be together. Like, we're not.
He needs to come. So Louie needs to come to New Jersey.
I hope that when I meet him in person, I don't know, I can get a better understanding of who he really is. It worries me that, is the present Louie going to be the future Louie? Or is he? At
least now Melissa finally talking some sense, y'all, for once.
And that's where my concern comes in. I don't want him taking steps backwards.
Yeah, so the mama's saying she don't want him taking Louie to take step backwards.
Said you have a strength tough enough to help him that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I pray to God you do.
She's like, I pray to God you do, girl, because it's gonna be a lot.
He's already talked to me about what he would like to eventually do is go and do yoga.
He would like to go do yoga.
A yoga instructor.
As a yoga instructor.
About this, like, yoga
what?
Plan.
I need a minute, y'all. I need to sit here. I need to sit here and absorb some things because of what I just heard. So Louie, I gotta take my motherfucking glasses off, y'all. I can't. Okay, so Louie, who been locked up for like 10 years, who so far that I know of was running the streets, probably on substance abuse, probably had some kind of substance addiction, was out robbing people, apparently, or robbing things, stealing, because I think he's in there for theft or robbery or some shit like that. So apparently Robbie, y'all, wants to be a yoga instructor. How the fuck do you go to prison and be like, oh, y'all, guess what? I'm not going to learn a trade. I'm not going to do construction. When I get out, I want to be a motherfucking me-ass yoga instructor. I thought I was hearing things. Shirley, I didn't hear Shirley! They did not say that this man wants to be a yoga instructor. I thought maybe at first they said a yogurt instructor. I thought he gonna run a nice yogurt shop. Damn it, I love yogurt, especially that frozen yogurt. And then they have this nice little froyo place down the street that I know. They ain't talking about that bitch. They're talking about a yoga bitch. Yoga. Namaste, bitch. Namaste. Namaste, bitch. Let's continue. Let's continue.
He loves doing his yoga. His yoga instructor.
Yoga.
What's her name? Ruku or something? I don't know. She can get him certified. He wanted you to meet Rutu. And I'm like,
Rutu can get him to be a certified yoga instructor. I don't know what U2 is. U2, We Too, Me Too. I don't know.
Because she works at the prison, or
she volunteers at the prison. So he's been they have a yoga instructor at the prison that comes down there and named U2 Yuku. And he wants to be a motherfucking bitch. Yoga instructor, bitch.
I'm a little like off guard. Louie hasn't seen any women.
He want to be downward dog, bitch.
Now I'm hearing that he's like, buddy with some yoga instructor who may like certify him. Why don't I
certify him as a yoga instructor? Not yogurt.
Are they flirting?
Not open a froyo business. He's not pushing our ice cream chart, y'all. He wants to be a namaste.
Louie is his own worst enemy. Next time you get to talk to him, you need to ask him, who is this girl?
A yoga instructor. Have you asked Louie why he wants to be a yoga instructor?
I don't know.
Because that's fucking weird to me. And how much money are yoga instructors? They don't even make a lot of money.
I am not accepting any type of...
I'm just like...
Brothers and sisters, this is an emergency.
What?
Alhamdulillah, we just received the final bricks for...
If it's illegal activity.
This sounds stupid. This sounds fucking foolish. Like, this is just dumb. Okay. Anyway, y'all, I didn't have enough with this show. So back here to Union, New Jersey, and back to Emily, and she's meeting with her friends at a bar.
What's going on? Oh boy, I got a story for you.
He didn't mention it all because the instructor's a female. So it's like you would think if you want to get out and be a certified yoga instructor, that you think if he planned to be with Melissa, he would have kind of mentioned that to her. But he didn't. I'm like, did he mention to you that he wants to be a yoga instructor? Oh no, I'm just hearing about. Okay, girl.
How much money did you have to give this guy? 300.
Why?
Okay, she's meeting with the friends and saying that they're asking him how much money.
Why would Dari even want to give somebody like him money?
I don't know if he was really thinking about it. He put some type of investment.
Because that was his bunkmate, bitch.
Yeah.
An investment?
Whole situation seems a little bit confusing.
Yeah, this situation, Dylan, seems very confusing that we don't understand it either, Dylan. Emily's friend, Dylan. We don't get it either.
Meet your woman before you pay the debts. You know when you get so bad, you want to murder someone and you start crying, you're like, what kind of person puts you in a situation like that? It tells you he cares about you. Someone in prison that doesn't know any better. It's all right.
How can Gary even, be there for her as a man, and he's
Right.
letting another man disrespect his wife?
So
Bitch, I'm done with the friends. I'm done with Emily's friends. Dylan, I'm done with you. And Regina, fuck ever, I'm done with you either. How is it somebody gonna disrespect your wife? Emily is not his wife. They haven't even been talking that long. Bitch, are you stupid?
It's happening while he's in prison. What's going to happen when he gets out?
And if he's going to continue to deal with these kind of people, you're going to really have to make a decision there.
Yeah, if he's gonna continue to deal with these kind of people.
You're going to have to step up to the facts because there's a lot of sketchy going on.
Yes, if she don't want to deal with his friends and the shit that's going on, then.
Sometimes you need outside eyes to look at the bigger picture.
But Dari is not the issue, friends. You should. If that was my homegirl, I'd be like, bitch, you the issue. Who cares what Dari does or doesn't do or does not do? Who cares? At the end of the day, it's his life. He's going to live his life. Maybe he got other things going on that she doesn't know about. But the fact that the friends are going to up here and drag Dari, for what? Your stupid ass friend is staying with the man that has called her numerous times, supposedly, allegedly, thinking that he's talking to somebody else. So I would ask my friend, so why Well, he's in prison and he doesn't know how to help himself. He doesn't know any better. Girl, what you talking about?
I have my own 5-year and 10-year plan. If he wants to hop on that, is there room for him? Does he fit there?
Yeah, she talking about she has her own 5-year, 10-year plan. Is he involved in this?
I'm worried about whether he fits into my plan. I'm worried about if he fits into something else. All right, next topic.
All right, she just sounds stupid.
It seems like a lot of stress and
yeah, this is a lot of stress to be going through for what? For some dick?
For someone that's boring.
We love you. We're just concerned because we care about you.
Yeah, like what? I mean,
I'm just scamming him anyway. Do you even give a about this guy?
Oh no, I definitely give up about him. It's not just about what I can get out of the relationship.
Emily's saying she's scamming Gary, but I think it's both. I think she says that because she wants to put up this persona.
Yeah, right, friend. Emily, I'm scamming him. Blah blah blah. Girl, what? You scamming on what? $2,000? Girl, you're not scamming him, but bitch, he's scamming you. I mean, well, I'm scamming him and da da da. Okay, how long does Dari still have in prison? I forgot. Yeah, like she putting up this front like I'm scamming him and I'm taking, and I'm like, girl, you sound stupid.
I'm playing chess, not checkers.
You playing chess with what? He's in prison. And then the friend said, "Do you even like this dude?" Oh yeah, I like him. And da. Girl, more than like, if you going through all of this for some dude in prison, then what Emily's saying, it just makes no sense. So it's either fake or she's fucking stupid. I mean, that's the only thing I can say about her is that she sounds dumb.
It's okay.
And so Michael supposedly bought Justine
Are you kidding me?
a car.
Thank you so much. This is the best gift anybody's ever given me.
Yeah, maybe he want to ride on off to the sunset with his yoga instructor, Louie. Okay, so Justine got a car.
How we paid for it, I am not accepting.
And Justine's mother is like, I don't know how I want to know how he paid for it too.
Activity at all.
Yeah, I'm like, hopefully this isn't
Right there.
illegal activity that he got this car from. Hopefully it's from some record sales or something.
I've never received a gift like this before in my life. Smile at
the mom is just like,
there's been a lot of times where, I was overlooked in my past relationships. I didn't get treated anything close to the way Michael treats me.
What a way to start your marriage.
Justine says she wasn't treated anyway like this.
I'm not asking. I'm not with Mike for any beautiful gift or for any money or for anything like that. I would be with Mike if he didn't have anything. We're gonna cut the cake, okay?
So now they're gonna cut the cake.
Oh my God!
The cake has a jail on it. And okay. And it has a like the topper has a jail, and she's like dragging him off. I don't like cake toppers like that. I know people think they're cute and funny, but I don't find anything cute and funny about a cake where a woman is dragging off a man, like forcing him to get married. That's not a good look to me.
This is really good.
I mean, that's just not a good look to me. I don't like cake toppers like that.
Hold on. I want to spend a little time with just Mike.
Okay, so she's telling everybody they're cutting the cake up. That cake does look good, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh my God, Mike. Why would I even do that? My nails are done. I got my stripper pulled up in.
What is going on? They're the corny. Justine and Michael, the corniest ass couple ever. They just corny.
I love it. Mike has bought me beautiful gifts. He's bought me jewelry, furniture. One day I came home.
Or at least he buy gifts. I can say that.
Some expensive steaks on my doorstep that got delivered. I love you so much.
But the point is Mike gonna stay out of trouble. That's the issue.
Able to orchestrate this, to make this happen.
You know, I don't know how this man does the things that he does. Mike, he's a boss. You know,
and she ain't answering no questions about where he get this money from. Okay,
that's what I know.
So yeah, I don't know where Mike is getting his money from, but I would definitely ask some questions because because I wouldn't trust that. Hey April, what's up? So that's the end of the episode. Love After Lockup. Again, I'm watching it on YouTube, so I don't get to see what's coming up next week. So I don't get a chance to see the preview. I maybe I'll try to find it on a different channel. April's here, everybody. Make sure y'all please like the video when you come up in here. What did I think about this episode? Not since the episode is over. Even though I know some of y'all don't like Love During Lockup, I've seen videos of people saying the couples are boring and things are boring and stuff like that, that this season is nowhere near as good as Love After Lockup or Life After Lockup, or some people said it wasn't even as good as the last season. I think it has its merits. Like I said, I don't like Mark and Censorate. They could have left them off the show. I don't know how that there are other real people out there who are in these relationships that WeTV don't pick. So I don't know. Oh, it hurts. I don't know what kind of criteria that they have for these shows or who gets on here, but I'm sure they have more of a pool because Mike and Censorate or Mark or whatever, what his name, none of that shit even make any sense. Emily and Dari just seems fake to me. They didn't have Tai on this episode. They didn't have Jessica on this episode. Tai and Hottie is just fake to me. Michael has a rap career, apparently. That's how he giving her gifts and everything like that. Again, but okay. To me, if Mike had that good of a rap career, he wouldn't be sitting in prison. That's how I feel like it. Because Mike got caught, and just in case you didn't know, this is not the first time he's been in prison before. Apparently, Michael, him and his baby mama got caught up selling fentanyl to undercovers. And it's not the first time he's been in prison selling drugs. So my point is, if Mike had all this money and was doing so good in a rap career, why is he still out selling fentanyl to undercovers? I mean, that's just, I got questions. Because if you got all that kind of money, you moving all of that, and you got money enough to buy steaks and jewelry and a car for Justine, if you have money for all of that, is it stimulus money? He got several children. So is it, I don't know. So y'all tell me. I don't know. But it just seems strange to me, like you wouldn't be sitting in prison. People, you don't dope deal out of a hobby. You dope deal because you push weight because you're trying to get that money. You don't push weight because you're bored. You don't push weight and have a chance of getting locked up or shot or killed. You don't go to the dope game because it's a hobby or it's your side hustle. A dope game isn't a side hustle. It's the main hustle. Rapping may be the side hustle. Your job may be the side hustle. But the dope game ain't. The dope game is never a side hustle for nobody. Everybody know that was in the dope game, and trust me, I got relatives locked up. I have friends that have been locked up. I have exes who've been locked up for dealing drugs. None of them were dealing drugs because they had avenues to other money. Or the avenue that they did have money, they did have a regular job, but that regular job wasn't making nearly as much money as them out there selling dope. So something is up with that. If I was Justine, I would ask, where are you getting this money from? How are you getting this? But it just seemed like Justine just happy that this dude is paying attention to her, spending money on her. She's never been treated like this before. But, beware of Greeks bearing gifts. Is that how the saying goes? Because I want to know. Ain't nobody give me no gifts. And I'm like, look, let me tell you a little story about Miss Kiki. My ex was a dope dealer, okay? Long time ago in my 20s, I dated a dude. And he bought me jewelry. He bought me furniture. He was paying my rent. Whatever. And I ain't really asked no questions. He ended up spending 16 years in prison, y'all, because he shot somebody. he had aggravated robbery charge, right? And then he had another kidnapping charge because he was pulling some, like, was the Omar shit? He's pulling some shit where he was like robbing drug dealers, right? The real talk. So my ex spent 16 years in prison. He just got out a couple years ago, and we live together. So it is what it is. But so don't think I don't know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. Nobody involved in the dope game because they do it as a hobby. Okay. Yeah, I'm working on my PhD in anthropology, and I sell fentanyl. I mean, come on now. Oh, y'all forgot about them on GSP channel. Reading the chat. Oh, Geo's channel, and y'all forgot about them. I mean, Ty, Mark, that's just, yeah, get rid of Mark and Censorate. Like, get them on the show. Chelsea has issues beyond that we can even like help her with, that Mike can help her with. To me, this is just a train wreck, just waiting to happen. Chelsea and Mikey Mike, it's this. I don't know when Mikey's scheduled to get out of prison. Spoiler alert, apparently only one person in this whole show is out of prison, and that's Michael. He just got out I think a month and a half ago. And him and Justine are together, and they might be on the next season afterwards. I'm sure they're probably going to do a life after lockup or whatever. But all the rest of these fools, they still in jail. So, spoiler alert, all these motherfuckers still in jail except for one. So I just don't know how far you're going to go when all these motherfuckers still in jail. So I don't see it. Again, I don't find this show boring. This show be cracking me up because it's not people are looking for events and drama and stuff. I don't watch these shows for events and for drama and for shocking moments that make you gasp. I watch this show because I like to observe people, and whether the storylines are fake, but people get on these shows and they don't realize a lot of times that the things that they consider normal to other people look like a hot damn mess. So Justine up here wearing her lingerie, I'm sure to her, dancing in front of her kids and wearing a bra top and some pants with a fupa out, I'm sure that's probably normal to her. But me, that's the shit that I find entertaining. I don't need drama. I don't need this person got hurt or this person's cheating or this person's scamming. I don't need that kind of drama. I mean, yeah, it's nice. I find it contrite and I'm like, yeah. I like the real life drama of just people being people. And when he just people being people and it's off, like Melissa is off. Like there's something about her that's off. And then the situation with Louie wanting to be a yoga instructor, that I fell out. That threw me all the way out. That put me, I was like, flatline. Because I'm like, he wants to be a yoga instructor because he has a yoga instructor in prison. Like that just sounds so weird and so fucking bizarre to me. That's what I find entertaining. I don't need no drama. I don't need nobody doing anything, but it's just bizarre. Like, this is bizarre that some dude in prison is like, I'm going to get out and be a certified yoga instructor. I'm just like, okay, what? What, bitch? Like, what? Like, none of that makes any sense to me. It's just weird. It's bizarre. It's just weird. Like, it is. Like, I like weird off shit. Like, it's just weird. Emily, she throw it off. There's something weird about her, and there's something about Emily. I said it since the first episode. You go back and watch my video. I said I do not like Emily. I said it since the first video. I said she's putting on a front. She's pretending. I don't know if this whole storyline's a lie. She really in love with this dude, Dari, and talking about, I'm just here to scam him for his money. And it's like $2,000, bitch. Look, the day I try to scam a man out of $2,000, y'all better beat the shit out of me because that's less than my motherfucking mortgage, ho. That's less than my mortgage. Bitch, if I can't get no money out of you to at least pay my mortgage, my car payment, my electricity, my water bill, and get my kids about $300 worth of motherfucking groceries. Look, if I'm a scammer, I'm at least getting my bills paid for one damn month. But $2,000 is not enough to put up with some hood rat ass dude with a fake ass afro sitting up in prison talking to God knows how many bitches and got a friend coming out of jail who's supposedly his bunkie, but really his bunkie, if you get my drift, bunkie, who probably was knocking the dust off it in prison, in my opinion. and he asking for $200, and you finna get mad at him and be disrespectful and disrespect this man for $200? Bitch, how broke are you for $200? You gonna throw the money at him like he a dog? Because what? Because you mad at the fact that his friend is taking advantage of you, but you supposed to be taking advantage of him, Emily. So which one is it, bitch? Which one is it? Okay, get a life. Get a fucking life. Okay, grow up. Then you're gonna get to the car and cry and act like a fucking Karen. You're gonna act like a Karen. You're gonna get mad, disrespect this man, and then get to the car and fucking cry. Bitch, get out of here, man. Go on. Go on. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Go. You know, I just don't understand this. Like, can't they? And then Chelsea's a hot mess. She shouldn't even be on the show. The things that I've learned, if you look up Chelsea, Love During Lockup, there's a lot of gossip people online and Reddit and other things that have brought up Chelsea's criminal history and her history. And she got kids, and then you know, her dad, she got mad at her dad and started yelling at her dad. Girl, what are you yelling at your dad for? You should be yelling at that man that just supposedly got out of the hospital. I don't know if Mikey's playing her or not. I don't really know, but she need to go visit him. Then she couldn't go visit him because something keep happening. All of this sound like a setup. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if this is real, if it's fake, it's live, it's Memorex. I don't know what it is. But Chelsea, I was on her corner until I started finding things about her. And, you know, I keep, you know, your girl love the kids. I don't like anybody that neglects children, has CPS cases. I don't like none of that. I don't like none of that. I don't like the fact that somebody getting out of prison, you ain't got no plan of what you finna do with your children. I don't like people involving kids in these reality shows unless they grown. Now, if your kids are grown, they 18 and up, that's fine. But when you got little kids, I don't like that. That irritates me really, really bad. Like I said, Justine with her kids, I'm sure to her this shit is normal. And I'm here to say to people, all the women and men out there, that shit ain't normal. That shit ain't cool. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. I'm not being judgmental. I'm not being self-righteous. God knows I'm from the hood, motherfuckers. I'm a hood bitch at the end of the day. But I'm a hood bitch in the streets. I'm not a hood bitch here. I'm doing my videos. My kids are far, they downstairs playing their video games. The way I talk to y'all is not the way I talk to my kids. My kids don't watch my YouTube videos. They know I'm a YouTuber. They don't even know what my YouTube channel is. Because again, I'm a hood bitch. But there's a place and a time to be a hood bitch. Around my kids, no. Around my mamas, disrespectful. At work, disrespectful. With y'all fine people, I can be me. Around my friends, when me and my girls, we go out and we kiki and all that. Yeah, girl, yeah, motherfucker, yeah. But around my kids, no. Like, no, that's the time and the place. You know, my kids wouldn't even know if they hear me talk like this. They'd be like, oh my God, is that my mom? Because when I talk around my kids, I'm like, yes, dear. Yes, if you hear me, my kids will walk in here, you hear me interact with my children. My whole demeanor changes around my children. Because I'm trying to set an example for my kids because I want them to grow up with a different way than the way I grew up with. I grew up in fucking chaos, like chaos. So I don't want my kids, you know, like I talk around my kids, it's like, okay, kids, you know, we're okay, honeys, okay, sweeties. I always do that to my kids. I don't believe that people should drag their children in they shit, especially in they shit ton relationships and marriages. I don't like that. I don't like that. I detest that because I see so many grown folks who've had mamas and daddies, who've had many uncles and aunts and stepdaddies and stepmamas that grow up and just confused and jaded and mixed up and looking for love in the wrong places. And their parents had real volatile ass abusive relationships with men and women. And they grow up and they repeat the same thing that their parents is doing. I don't want that from my kids. I have not had I had a good marriage. I had a stable marriage, but I've had some not volatile relationships, not anything abusive or violent, but I've had some relationships that I'm just like, okay, I knew it wasn't going to last and I was just out having my fun. So, and then I had some relationships I thought was going to last, but didn't. So, you know, it happens to everybody, but does my kids deserve to be dragged through that? No, they don't deserve, they don't have to be here. So do they deserve to be in my relationships? No, my kids are little. My kids are young. They're 12 and 8. My kids don't need to know what I'm doing. They don't. They don't care, and they don't care. They don't want to see that. They don't want to see their mom twerking. They twerk. My kids don't want to see that. My kids be like, Mom, what are you doing? God. Just tickle bitties, just twerk. My kids don't need to see that. Girl. So yeah, that's why I like this show, because it's very human. The things that people put out there on these shows, that it's very telling, because I'm thinking, I know what these people do in these shows, not the only person that's doing this. Justine, the way she acted around her kids, I know she's not the only person out there. I know there's tons of Justines out there. I got them in my own family. I know but it's just really enlightening to see it and be like, what? And then they on national TV, like, it's just no big deal. And I'll be thinking to myself, is it just me? Like, I'm the only one going, why is she dressed like that in front of her kids? And I'm thinking, well, maybe Keisha's just you. Maybe you old school. And I'm like, I'm not a prude. I'm not that old school. Like, but at 39 years old, you would think you learned some sense. Melissa with her crazy ass with Louie. She's 39 years old, still trying to relive high school. Oh, I wanted him in high school and did it. And then the mom is over here acting like, I understand it with mom's perspective, because she wants him to get out of jail and come live with her and try to get his life and focus on getting his life together, and not have a relationship sabotage his sobriety or whatever issues Louie has going on. So I understand the mom's wanting him to get his life together and get stable first before he goes out there and get a relationship. And honestly, somebody gets out of prison, they've been in prison for a long time. That's what they need to be doing. They need to be getting their shit together. Not trying to date. Dating is hard enough. Being in a relationship is hard enough without having prior substance abuse issues, prior incarceration, no credit history, no history of stability. You have to get used to life. You're institutionalized if you've been in there for a long time. And then you got to ward off and fend off old friends and people that were in your life that meant you no good. And then here they come out the woodwork trying to, hey man, let's go hang out, and because that's what we all know that's what people do when motherfuckers get out of prison. They want to come. Friends will find out you get out of prison, and they be trying to shoot you messages or show up at their house. That just comes with the territory unless you move to another state somewhere. So you have to be able to navigate all of that. And then you want to bring somebody who's demanding of your time and your energy and your emotions, because that's what a relationship is. A relationship is a commitment and a demand of your time and your energy and your resources and your love. And some people come out of prison, they're just not mentally and emotionally stable enough to even deal with that. And on these shows, there's no talk of them getting addiction help. There's no talk of them getting mental health help. Because look, if somebody been locked up that long, the first thing they should be doing is trying to get with a therapist and trying to get with an addiction counselor or get their substance abuse under control. Because in prison, it's easy not to be on substances, even though people do. But when you get out of prison, oh my God, the whole world is yours. So if they had a problem with substance abuse, in order for me to even fuck with somebody who used to be in prison, I'd be like, when you get out, you got to go to some kind of counseling, some kind of group therapy, something. Because the idea you're going to get out of being locked up in prison for 10 years and you're going to be a well-adjusted person, you're fucking kidding yourself. I don't know anybody who's been in prison maybe even a couple of years and they messed up in the head. So, these shows are very interesting. And I understand that people out there looking for love. So everybody out there who's looking for love, who is single, who really needs somebody out there, good luck. I mean, good luck. I understand it's hard to find somebody. I understand that people are out there on that bullshit, but just good luck, y'all. But finding somebody in jail or somebody in another country, I'm not saying it can't work. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's not probable. It's possible, but not probable. The odds are against you. So, what did you say, Dustin? No, I didn't see your comment. Well, yeah, what comment, Dustin? I didn't see it. Yeah, like GSP was saying, I was foolish when I was a 25-year-old. I wasn't foolish at 39. I wasn't out here looking dumb at 40. I just wasn't. Like, I was over that. Like, once I hit about 30, once I met my late husband when I was like 27, I started to kind of get out of that. Yeah, I still like to have my fun and everything like that. But once I got into a stable relationship, I was really over it. Once I hit like 30, 35, I really was over it. I mean, once I hit 39, I'm like, okay, I'm over it. Like all that childish way of thinking, it takes time to get it out of your system, but it can be done. But I just think that, once you hit about 40, you should act your age. It doesn't mean you have to be boring, doesn't mean you have to be square, doesn't mean you have to be stale, doesn't mean you have to be corny, but you should have a little sense of common sense, about you. Especially if you have children that are still at home, then you really should be trying to pay attention to what the hell you're doing. You should have a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan at any phase in your life. Now, it doesn't mean it's gonna, everything's gonna work out the way you want to. But once you hit 40, you're thinking, okay, in 5 years I'll be 45, in 10 years I'll be 50. My kids are gonna be out of the house. They're going to be grown. They're going to be in college or out on their own. It just depends on how old your kids are. So you need to start thinking about that. When I hit 50, do I want to be doing the same shit I'm doing today at 50? No, I don't. I want to be doing the same shit I want to be doing at any time in my life. So you got to start making a plan as to what you want to do with your life. And then if that involves another person, a relationship or something, then that's something that you two should come and talk about. Well, what are we going to do in 5 years? What are we going to do in 10 years? Not just like, well, I'm 40 years old. We just going to see what it do. Like at 40, we're going to do what it do at 40. Okay, you do know in 5 years you're going to be 45. Like time goes by so fast. Because you're going to look up and be like, okay, my kids out of the house, the kids grown, and I'm still going to be messing around with this motherfucker from prison? Is he going to go back? What if he go back? So if I'm 40 and he go back and let's say it don't work out because the rate of incarceration is very high. So if you go back in like a year or two and he get another 5 to 10 years, then what? You didn't waste 2 years of your life and then you got to start all over and try to find somebody else or readjust your life. Especially with Justine, she's married to the dude. So it's like, if he do something, he lands back in prison, then what? Then what are you going to do? Wait another 5-10 years? I'm not going to be 6 years old sitting up here waiting for no fucking hood booger in prison. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'll go back. Oh, I'll be out in 5 years. Bitch, I'm almost 50. Like, we had 2 years together, you get locked up. You go to jail for 3-4 years, get out for a couple more. You go back 3-4 years. You're going to be dealing with shit till you're 70 years old. You're going to be in and out of prison. This comes from somebody who knows my dad. That's the lifestyle that my dad led. My dad has been in and my dad, may rest in peace, because he passed away last year. My dad was literally in and out of jail all of his life since he was 18. He was literally in and out of jail. I mean, I wouldn't say prison. Like, he did spend time in the pen, but he was in and out of prison when he was younger. And as he got older in his 60s, my dad was still locked up for public intoxication. He'd be in a couple of days, get out. My dad was locked up for substance abuse issues. In a couple of months to get out. He was locked up for fighting. This is my dad in his 60s. He was locked up for various things. I mean, and the woman that he was with, I mean, she put up with it. Why would you want to put up with that? I wouldn't even put up with that for my daddy. Like, why would you want to put up with somebody who's in and out of jail? So I don't get it. Dustin said his dad is in prison for drugs. Oh God, 76 is still using JPay. Right. Like, who want to be up there? You're going to be two old fools together. There's nothing worse than I said before on all my videos. There's nothing worse than an old fool. I don't want to be sitting up there with an old fool. I don't want to be an old fool. And I don't want to be sitting next to an old fool or going to see an old fool in prison. I want to spend, the rest of your twilight years, you should be spending relative ease and comfort. Especially if you have your health, you don't have no health. Like, I keep telling everybody, like, all my videos I say, for somebody who's widowed, I can tell you, when my late husband died at 28, nothing is promised to nobody. Not today, not tomorrow, not the next day. Anything can happen to you at any fucking time. Anything can happen to anybody at any fucking time. The point is, you have to have somebody who is equipped mentally, financially, and emotionally to take care of you, or take care of your child just in case something happens to them or happens to you, or take care of whoever you're taking care of. Because the idea that you have a partner who doesn't, you're taking more care of them than they are taking care of you is not an ideal situation to be in at 40 years old. At 25, you can afford to do it. 20 years old, you can afford to do it. 30, maybe. 40, no. You can't be 40 years old and helping someone put their life together at 40. To me, my opinion. To me, that is a waste of my fucking energy and a waste of my damn time. I'm not trying to help you put your life together and help you start all over. Because when they come out of prison, they're starting all over. I got to help you start your life all over at 40? 40, I'm trying to be retired in 10, 15 years. I'm not trying to be like, I got to help him get a job. And I got to help them make and see if he's going to stay on his job. And how long. And then he has to save up enough money to get his own apartment or his own place, or we're going to live together, and he has to help pay the bills, because who the fuck want to be? I mean, I understand when he get out that it's going to be hard. So you're really going to be taking care of him when him or her, whenever they first get out of prison. So you're going to be taking care of that person. You're going to be paying the bills. You're going to be feeding them. You're going to be praying to God that they get a job. And look, like we said, many of these shows, Love After Lockup. Look what happened. Look what happened to Stan and Lisa. Stan and Lisa with that situation. Lisa was like, I need a car. I need money. I need this. I need that. Lisa back in prison right now for another 15, 20 years. She didn't have no plans. She didn't have no job. She's basically just using Stan. They was up there in the sex dungeon. Y'all remember that? Butt naked in the sex dungeon with lots of lube. That's right. You know, like, you know, Lisa didn't have no plan. And then what do we go with that? What's that one old lady that had Jeff living with her? Jeff, and what's that chick's name? I forgot. But Jeff back in prison. So Jeff got out of prison. He was ordering shit on Amazon. He got his teeth fixed. He was working a little job here and job there. And then now, lo and behold, 2 years later, Jeff is back in prison. So the woman that Jeff had been fucking with for like 3-4 years, they had been back and forth, maybe even longer. I think it was like 5 or 6 years. She had been talking to him and fucking with Jeff and going back and forth with him, and then have him get out of prison. And he didn't have no plan. He didn't have no job. He was just like, okay, yeah, whatever. And then now he's back in prison. And then that same chick that was the prison guard that got locked up and lost her job and lost everything over this dude. And then the dude, he didn't went to jail for domestic violence, and you know, that didn't work out. So girl, you just wasted your time. But at least she was like in her 30s. She wasn't like as old as Stan. And then Stan, I don't know what happened to Stan, was dating somebody, but that didn't work out. And then the chick that was with Jeff, that didn't work out. Yeah, Angela and Jeff, Marge Simpson's sister. That didn't work out. So it's like, okay. And then we see what happened with Shane and John and what's Lacey or whatever, and all that drama and that nonsense is still going on. That didn't work out either. So it's like most of these couples, I don't know, they need to go back and revisit some of these old couples to see what they're doing, because some of them did work out, but a lot of them have not. A lot of them is like, it was just more drama when they got out of prison. It was just more drama, breaking up, custody battles, and just all kinds of shit. Most of these couples didn't last, you know. And then it's like, they watched the show. If they own the show, I'm sure they've watched the other seasons. They're on the show, and like you would think that they would get some sense about them and be like, okay, well, we gonna try to set a good example and show you how to do this shit right. But then none of them do. So I don't know if maybe WeTV is purposely picking people that are full of drama and a hot mess and have a lot of obstacles. I'm sure this probably do, because it makes for better TV when somebody has a lot of obstacles than when you're dealing with like well-adjusted, you know, sane people, because a lot of these people are not well-adjusted. So I don't know. It makes for better TV, I guess, because people like drama. People like toxicity and drama to watch. So I guess that's what we're doing. But you know, I tell people I understand it's hard to find somebody. Trust me, I know. But you know, I've never wanted to be like, ooh, let me get on Prison Pals and try to find me a dude. And some of them dudes be looking good. I've been on the website just before just to check it out. And some of them dudes be looking good, but I'm like, girl, no. I can't do it. I can't move no dude in my house. Like I can date a dude in prison, but when he get out, he gonna have to go. He gonna live with his mama or his family or somebody. He ain't coming to live with me. I ain't living in a house with no dude. I don't want no dude living with me and me not living with them. I ain't gonna happen. I got kids and I got a mama. It's not gonna happen. But this episode was interesting. We'll see what happened. Again, no Tai and Hottie. I'm not disappointed. I'm kind of happy. Like, woo, you know. Yes, hopefully Deontay realized that his 15 minutes of fame are over. I am sick of Deontay. I am sick of the whole Deontay, Lindsay, CC. I'm sick of all of it. Again, I'm tired of it. Yeah, like we need more. Like I said, I'm sick of Deontay. I don't want to see him on TV no more. I wish he would just go work his life and go live his life and ride on off to the sunset, whatever girl he's going to be with, and just be happy. All that shit and drama, I think that they were doing back and forth online. I think it was just getting people to watch the show. I'm just going to be honest, in my opinion. I think him and Lindsay bickering back and forth, I think it was all a setup. I think Deontay liked to be on the show. He liked the attention to be on the show. Did he like Lindsay? I'm sure he had some kind of a feeling and affectionate for Lindsay. Do I think it was that deep? No, I do not. Could I be wrong? Of course. I'm never saying I'm 100% right. I speculate. I voice my opinion, and that's it. But do I honestly think that Deontay and Lindsay were really beefing? Maybe a little bit. Maybe things got said by Deontay that he shouldn't have said. Maybe he was showing how the sausage was made a little bit too much, and it was fucking up Lindsay's end of the deal, fucking up her bag. Maybe so. But do I believe half of that shit was real? No. Maybe 30%, maybe 20%. But I don't want to see Lindsay. I don't want to say Deontay, just like I don't want to see Nicole. I saw something came through my feed about Nicole and her wife, and they both look like a bunch of cluckers, and they look real skinny and pale. And I was like, is this the death show? Because they look close to death to me. Nicole and her wife or whatever. Somebody had posted a video and it came across my feed, and I'm like, is that what they looking like now? I'm like, boy, Nicole looking down bad. Like she looked like she's about this big around. And then the one that she married, I forgot that chick's name. She looked like sickly, pale, skinny. Again, I was like, somebody need to call them people because they need some help. Because them two bitches look like they didn't look nothing like they did on the show. They look, I'm sorry, but just the little glimpse that I saw, they looked unhealthy. Nicole looked unhealthy. She looked extra skinny, extra pale. I was just shocked. Like I had to stop. It was like my mouth dropped open because they did not look healthy. I'm telling you, those two people did not look healthy. I'm watching it going, I'm like, oh, they like skeletons. Like it looked like two talking skeletons up there. Look, Nicole with like limp hair. Shit, they look like, yeah, Tia. That's her name. Tia. They look like two cluckers. They look like two crackheads. Like it was frightening how skinny they looked and how pale they looked. I don't know if it was just the video, maybe it was the lighting, the angle. I don't know. I could be wrong. But from the video that I seen of them, they didn't look well. Let's put it that way. If you have not seen them online lately, go take a look because they looked bad. I mean, they looked bad. I mean, I was like, like, you know, yeah, I don't, like I said, my problem with 90 Day Fiance and Love After Lockup, Love During Lockup is the lack of variety of couples on here. There are no black women on these. There's like the black women. There's Tai. There's Tai. This is her second season been on. Last season they had another black chick on there. That's about it. again, 90 Day Fiance, I'm like, so where the black women at? I've never heard anyone speak on it. I've never heard anyone say about it, but I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. Where are the gay couples? There's plenty of gay people in prison. There's lesbians, gay dudes. Where are the interracial couples? Ain't no interracial couples. There's no white women out there talking to black men in prison. Just none. I know that's a fucking lie. I know at least 3 that are white women that talk to black men in prison. So there's no white women out there talking to black men in prison. Okay. Right. There's no black men out there besides Deontay talking to white women in prison. He the only one. Where are my Latino men? There had Dari. I asked her he's some sort of Latino. Michael is it looks like he's Puerto Rican or something. There's no Latino men out there talking to white women and women in prison. Okay. Okay. So there's no white women talking to Latino men in prison. Okay. Like again, I'm just sitting there going, all right. And again, no black women. You get maybe one. That's about it. So I said, there's no black women. According to this show, there's no black women in prison. The last time we had a black woman that was incarcerated was, I don't know how many seasons back. I didn't watch that season. But about all the seasons I've seen, I'm just like, so there's no black women locked up talking to anybody on the outside? There's no black people talking to other black people? There's no gay people? 90 Day Fiance. Ain't nobody talking to a black woman in Africa? I think I saw one season that I saw where a white dude was talking to a black woman in Africa. And I'm like, so I don't understand the narrative here. I don't understand what we're trying to really portray in the narrative, because in reality, there's all kinds of people on international dating apps. There's all kinds of people. There's dudes from all over the world, not just America, not just the UK, all over the world talking to women. So I don't know. GSP, there are women in Africa talking to men in America. I know several. They trying to get their green card just like motherfucking Usman, honey. There are plenty of African women talking to guys in the Netherlands, Germany, and UK. There's plenty of them. Lots. You'd be surprised how many African women out there talking to European men. It is a lot. And it's about the money. It's about the green card. I ain't even trying to be contrite. I mean, some of it may be love and it may be attraction. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. But from my personal experience, I've known African women that have dated men internationally, went to their country. They came over here, went to Europe, went to especially the Netherlands. I'm telling you, there's a lot of men from the Netherlands that love African women. It is what it is. And so I don't know if 90 Day wants to go that kind of international, but from watching these shows, I'll be like, so there's no black women? There's no black women talking to men in other countries? Of course there are. There's black women talking to men in other countries. There are black women talking to African men. I said, so we're not showing that? There are plenty of black women other than Memphis who are talking to Nigerian men and men from Ghana. There's a whole dating groups on Reddit. There's on WhatsApp, there's whole groups, fan groups of hookup groups where there are African American women who are trying to migrate to Africa. They're trying to find their African prince. They're trying to do some coming to America kind of bullshit. There are a lot of American women talking to African men, but you never see that on the show. I said, you never see no. I said, so out of all the black women I know that then dated men in Africa, I said, come on now, y'all playing. I know at least 2 or 3 black women and they moved to Africa. They went over there and visited, found a man, came back here, and they dated them for like 2-3 years. They corresponded back and forth and went and visited. And then they moved to Africa and started businesses. Moved to Ghana, moved to Nigeria, Kenya. They live over there now. But you would never see that. That's not on the show. I'm just like, and the prison thing is even more glaring. How many brothers that are incarcerated? And we don't see no. Well, like, where the black men at? Like, are you there, brother? Are you there? Or are we TV just afraid that that's not what people want to see? You just, I understand they're not trying to put out there that like all black men are incarcerated, but can I just have a little bit more diversity? Just a little. I know we had old girl Brittany and Ray, and that was just boring as shit. Like, I get that. But other than that, I'm sure somebody is out there talking to a brother in prison right now. Right now. But yeah, it's not sad. These women, they a lot of these women in Africa and Puerto Rico and the islands, like I said, Bilal and Shida, I was happy that they was on the show because there are women in Jamaica, in the islands, St. Kitts, Tobago, or whatever, that talk to American men. There's lots of them. There's lots of them that talk to American men. There's a lot of Brazilian women that talk to black men. I don't understand why there was one season where they had one black dude and he was with some Brazilian woman and he was kind of mean to her. And they're not together anymore. I think they had a kid and they got married. I don't know the name. I didn't watch that season, but I thought it was really smart because there are a lot of brothers out there looking for exotic women. There's like whole websites for brothers to find exotic women. So I'm just like, okay, y'all can't have no brothers on this show? Plenty of brothers out there looking for Brazilian women, South American women, Asian women. There's brothers out there dating women in Korea, South Korea. Lots of them. They have YouTube channels where blacks and Asian. They have a whole website where black and Asian people can date. A whole website where you as a black woman, you can get an Asian man, or a black man, you can get an Asian woman. They have a whole website for that. And I'm like, you motherfuckers can go to the website and find you a black woman that's dating an Asian man in China or Japan or Taiwan. They're out there. They're there. That's not interesting? And of course it's interesting. Like when you have a whole dating site dedicated to blacks and Asians, I mean, come on now. And like I said, some of the couples, a lot of the blacks and Asian lives here, but some people are dating internationally. There's a bunch of Japanese dudes out there. South Korean music has had South Korean people more interested in black culture and black women and black men. And yes, it happens. It may not be on TV. There may not be something people ought to talk about, but there are plenty of people who have moved over to Korea and Japan because they were dating someone Asian. And like I said, Brazil is more popular. Europe is more popular. In Africa, there's much more of that. But then let's venture out and get some other countries besides Europe, besides Brazil, besides the Philippines, besides Europe and Africa. Let's get some more Asian countries on there. Come on now. There's white dudes out there talking to all kinds of Asian women. Your girl just want to see something different. That's it. I just want to see something that reflects more reality. But of course, I understand this is not a real reality show. 90 Day Fiance, I have not watched, y'all. So if you guys have watched 90 Day Fiance, don't spoil it for me. I'm about to watch that right now. I have a hard time watching 90 Day Fiance because I just fast forward because I only care about Kim and Usman and Michael and Angela. That's the only couples I care about. I don't really care about Bilal and Shida. I don't care about Yari and Michael and Ed. I don't care about all that. So I might watch that next. We will see. But thank y'all for another wonderful time. Again, I'm late. I was supposed to do my live yesterday, but I was cold in my bed and I was tired and I fell asleep early. And it was good to talk with everybody. Somebody liked my comment because I said dating today is not easy, and And again, like I said before in my comment, I'm not making excuses for crazy situations. But it's not as easy as social skills. People like, well, people need to find people here and date people here. It's not about, you can be outgoing, you can be exuberant. There's some people who are not. There's some people who are introverted, but it's not about that. Finding someone that's going to be real and honest with you and not talking to 6 other people during the same time. That's the crook of the matter of what's wrong with dating. It's not about how outgoing you are. It's not about how attractive you are. It's not about how much money you have. It's none of that. It's about finding someone who is going to be real with you, who's going to be honest with you, whether it's good or it's bad, and finding somebody that's going to be loyal to you. And if you are sincere and that other person is not sincere, then you have problems and issues. So it's about finding someone who's not going to lie to you, number one. Finding somebody that's on the same wavelength as you, and finding somebody who wants the same things relationship-wise as you do. That's the problem today. Meeting somebody is not an issue. There's plenty of dating apps. If you want to go out to a club, you want to do it old school, you can do it old school. That's not the issue. The issue is meeting somebody that you can be real with. And for some reason, I mean, there's a lot of reasons. I mean, we can blame social media, we can blame this, that, other. But for some reason, not just in this country, in America, but in other places as well, it doesn't matter where you're at. I don't care if you're in the UK, people have the same issues and problems in Korea, the UK, Europe. It's just social media and online has pretty much ruined the game, the dating situation for everybody. It doesn't matter if you're old, if you're young, if you're black, white, male, female, gay, or straight. It is hard to find anyone at any time. And it's no like, well, you got to do this and you got to do this and you got to do that. That doesn't matter these days. You can do all of that or none of that and still be unsuccessful and still end up alone. I know plenty of beautiful, successful women who have kind of like given up. You know, they're kind of like, girl, I give up. I don't have time. They don't just have time for the bullshit no more. And so they've kind of like given up. So, you know, what else can I say? I mean, I have single female friends, attractive, independent, smart women who have just kind of like, I'm guess I'm gonna be lonely for the rest of my life. Just go out and buy a vibrator and get a dog. That's the only thing I can tell you. I don't have an answer for anybody. People online thinking they have answers for people, for men and women. Well, you should date this kind of person and don't date this kind of person and do date this kind of person and don't do this and don't do that and do this and do that. People think they have the answers and they really don't, because it's much more complicated and much more harder than what people are alluding you. A lot of people want clicks and they want views and they want to give advice, and they're supposedly relationship gurus and relationship experts. They've never taken a psychology class in their life. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. They're just sitting there spitting out things what people want to hear. And a lot of times it's just a gripe fest. A lot of people want to talk bad about women. They want to talk bad about men. And a lot of it is disingenuous and false, just for people to get clicks and views and sell merchandise and sell books and seminars to you people out there. YouTube is a hustle game. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm here to tell y'all, because I have 3 friends that have huge channels, not anything about relationships or dating, but they just have huge channels about entertainment. And YouTube is a hustle game. And a lot of y'all are being hustled. It's just the truth. I hate to say it, but a lot of y'all are being hustled. Y'all are being hustled, especially the advice. You know, if people are just out there to entertain, just for shits and giggles and laughs and what we do, what we no hurt, no foul, no fuss, no muss. We're not hurting anybody. But there are people actually out there doing and creating channels that are supposed to be helping people, but are really hurting them. And not only they're hurting them, but they're hurting their families, they're hurting their relationships, they're hurting other people, they're hurting society in some respects. And I just say, don't fall for the okie doke. Don't fall for anybody's giving you any kind of relationship advice that aren't living it themselves. Because there are a lot of fakers. There are a lot of people telling you what to do in your relationship, and they ain't even got a man. There are a lot of people telling you that black women ain't shit, and every woman they fuck with has been black. Or they don't even like women. How about that? They don't even like women. And you never know because they get up there and fake it. Or they ain't had a date in 3 years. They ain't had a relationship in 5 years. They've been divorced 6 times and got 5 kids by 5 different baby mamas. And they're trying to tell you what you should be doing in your relationship in your life and why your shit sucks. And their life is so much better. And their car is rented, their home is rented, they're living in an Airbnb and they're lying to you. So my advice to everybody is just that don't fall for the okie doke. Don't fall for people who think that they know how to navigate relationships because we're all out here grasping at straws. So good night, everybody. Peace out. I ran a little long. I'm going to try to get on 90 Day Fiance coming up maybe an hour or two if I feel like doing it, if I see anything interesting. I want to see what happens with this Kim and Usman thing. So anyway, thanks for y'all for showing up. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. Y'all have a good night. Bye.